Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we're going to do a deeper dive into a Twitter thread that I did because unfortunately Twitter likes to limit my characters, but some of these topics deserves a deeper dive in so that as parents you understand why your sons can't take their great practice swings in the cage to the game. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Ryan Healy. I've spent 25,000+ hours in the batting cage as a player, climbing all the way from the ranks from amateur baseball, Division I baseball, and professional baseball. I've been a coach for the last 2 years, and I've spent well over 1,000 hours with hitters from all levels, all the way from 10 years old to the major leagues. This is 5 reasons why your sons cannot convert the great practice swings in the cage to the game. Number 1 on my list, they lack self-awareness. Developing it takes time and reps. Be patient with this process and stay consistent with your reflections. A swing without purpose is a wasted rep. I had a great situation pop up recently between a AAA hitter and then a freshman JUCO hitter that I told this story recently on YouTube. It takes a ton of reps in the cage to develop self-awareness for when your swing is off or when it's really good and understanding why. So give your sons, especially when they're younger, time to develop this and time to gain understanding, but challenge them to write notes about little things that they learn along the journey. Because when you're younger, I want more external feels of, hey, when I was trying to hit the ball the other way, I felt really good. And then when I was trying to pull the baseball, I felt really bad. Start with that note. If that's your self-reflection for right now, awesome. Let's start building that foundation so as you get older and the competition gets better, you are able to rise to the occasion. Second on my list, your brain is on overload trying to squish the bug or get his back elbow up, or be on time. When do we just practice seeing the ball? Like, so many drills are done with these young kids, and they are turning athletes into robots at a young age, and they're losing the ability that God just gave them to move freely and loose. Like, be athletic, be sexy in the batter's box. Let that barrel just work. When you are 10 to 12 years old, I don't want to see you doing isolation drills, in my opinion. I don't think that it's helping you develop, depending on who you are as an athlete and what skill level you have. But overall, to the masses of you guys, I just want to see you work freely and improve your vision. How well are you seeing the baseball? Because if we can learn this skill in the cage, now we can fairly analyze our bats after the fact in game of, oh, my swing was broken, I was rolling over. It's like, no, did you see the ball? What pitch was it? Answer those 2 questions for me, and then let's move down the checklist. But if your eyes aren't turned on, it's a hand-eye coordination sport. Train your eyes in the batting cage so that we can be prepared for the game when it shows up. Number 3 on this list, adjustments take time. They can make hitting feel tougher at first, but as you settle into new patterns that work for you, your performance will improve. Stay patient and trust the process. For every hitter in the cage that is trying to make an adjustment, mechanical, mental, whatever it is, it's going to take time. It's going to take reps. Be patient with this process. If you trust your coach and if you trust the end result that you're trying to accomplish, be more committed to the move than the result in the moment, because the move will create the results that you want in bulk as you start to develop comfort and rhythm with it. So it needs your 100% buy-in and conviction to have that ultimate adjustment convert. But don't expect to make an adjustment in one day and all of a sudden you're Ken Griffey Jr. Have some reality and perspective when it comes to these adjustments you're trying to make. Next on my list is internal focus in the cage versus external focus in the game. When you lack self-awareness in the cage, get out of your head during the game. Focus on hunting your pitch in your zone and hitting it through a spot on the field. Too often I see hitters stuck internally of rolling over, my eyes are moving, my head is doing this, my body's doing this, whatever the problem might be. Get yourself out of your head. Become external. Hit the back of the net in the batting cage 5 times in a row. Please. Show me you can do that. Hit 5 hard line drives in a row. Because guess what? Hard line drives play in the games. If we can find the understanding of what that feels like in the cage, that will convert to the game. If we are looking to accomplish the same thing in the games that we're practicing in the cage, now we are starting to merge our player development in practice. The next one is feeling nervous in game. Tension can ruin your swing. Trust creates calmness. Calmness removes tension, and a tension-free swing increases your chances for success. Please take a breath in the batter's box. When I see guys that are struggling in the cage, the first thing I do is say, get to your stance, get to your launch position. I'll walk up to them, and I'll start just like poking their shoulders and their traps, and I want to see them. Is there a ton of just tension that's preset in there? Whether it's lower body, upper body, whatever, if there's preset tension in your swing, how are we supposed to make a quick decision when it comes to fastball, curveball, changeup, slider? Your body can't. When you are stuck in tension like that, your body just wants to exit that feeling as soon as possible. So breathe, let your body be loose and whippy, and trust. Develop that trust in the cage so when we get to the game, it's not the first time you've done it. The last one that I have for you, this summarizes it all perfectly for me. Approach your BP like a game. Every swing in the cage should have a purpose. Something simple like line drive to the second baseman. Stop going through the motions when there's a bat in your hands. Make every rep count. The famous answer from hitters when I ask them, what are you feeling right there? I don't know. There was no purpose behind the swing. Make adjustments pitch to pitch in the cage because that's what we have to do in the game. And depending on the age and the level that you're at, that's more applicable. But the higher that you get, the more we're trying to bridge that gap because at the professional levels, these hitters are making adjustments pitch to pitch. So let's say college get level, they're making adjustments at bat to bat, high school it's game to game, and then from youth it's weekend to weekend. Start bridging that gap down now with your practice in the cage. If you continue missing pole side on the ground, just try to hit something in the air the other way. Overcorrect a miss without having to isolate a mechanical feel. Like I said, stay more external. See how your body responds to just a minor adjustment like that. Because what are we going to develop through that process? Self-awareness. These skills have to be practiced. These skills have to be trained. And we have to take some accountability throughout the process of documenting through video and through notes what we are feeling, what we are seeing, so we can measure our progress from week to week, month to month, year to year. 1% better, guys. That's all I want from you. If you guys want more insight into the amateur player development like this, I want you to subscribe, comment with your questions and your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.